Right then. Let's do another half hour or so. The Warcraft servers are back up. I got to grind. Just nick some water. Still move around. Or you can drink water like this, but that's always a bad idea. The dysentery and the mess that comes. So a bottle of water. If you can use a cooking fire, I generally only put on just enough wood to cover it. So 40 seconds, 31. If you leave fires burning, you're going to attract a screamer. It'll attract them eventually anyway, but best to put that on for as long as you can. More wood. You can see it's just after 9:15. 10 o'clock's going to be night time. I think it's going to go on till 4 in the morning. So I'm really have as much stuff as I can and improve my base. On the inside, I'll wait for the night to pass. More wood. Now, what I aim to do tomorrow is find some animals and start collecting skins for a forge. Nothing beats iron as early as you can get it. Also, going to be worth nipping over there to work in stiff tools. And see if I can get a hammer maybe, shovel, stuff like that. A pick will be handy. Okay, time for one last tree. Run for it. Done that. Plenty of wood. Now, you can see how you can rotate it. Basically, that what's opposite me now is the hinges. I don't want the hinges at the top of the ladder because that'll just make it hard to climb out. So, turn around like that. Get in and out easy enough. I can upgrade it, but the thing is that I'll hardly ever get up here, especially when I've got an overhang later on. Right. Well, this bit is probably going to be pretty boring because it's going to be me working inside. Bedroll down. It's good to stay crouched as much as you can, really. If you're not moving around, it's just good to stay crouched. It reduces the amount of noise you make when you're digging or hitting or searching. Makes you less harder to spot if you're outside. Spend some skill points then. I could spend it on mining, but you know what? I'm actually going to save the skill points because later on there's stuff you need to unlock. All these 10 points things are going to be useful later. Instead of spending skill points on building up skills that will build up by mining or chopping wood or reinforcing things or what have you, then I'm going to save the points for unlocks later on. Stuff like Quality Joe, the shotgun ammunition, well, the various ammunitions. Quality Joe's a good one to get up as soon as you can, though it is gated by scavenging now. So you can only buy it at certain levels. I haven't got enough points yet. But later on that will go up to something like 30 points of scavenging, I think. Or probably more, before you can buy level 2 Quality Joe. Right. Do some digging. Now what I'm doing here, I'm going to put in a floor, and I'm also, at one point, I'm going to put in blocks underneath these so nothing can dig through. And I won't worry about that tonight. What I'm more interested in is starting to go down into the ground. Build a shaft about 25-30 deep. Mining tools. Don't ever bother repairing stone shovels, stone axes, it's just not worth it. Just make a new one, because you'll get a better quality one as you get better at making tools. Grab that Quality Joe. No, there's a lot of arguments about what you should pick first, really. I think this time I will go for Quality Joe, just because it adds to the stuff you loot, and the quality of it. Always going to be used. Really up to you though. And there's the start of me shaft, which I'm going to use a ladder to go down. So what I'm going to need, ladder, how many can I make? Worth checking. The shortish one, 25 down. Need some more frames. Down. Now, there's a definite technique for digging these shafts. You can't just dig straight down, or it's not a good idea. So what I do, down one, as this takes, really slow when you first start. You get much better at digging later, where you can, and you get better tools. You can just destroy a block with one hit later on, but it's a long while to get there. I'm going to dig one out this way. And then get some torches. Now you can see I can't put that down yet because I'm too close. I can't get under there. So this is why you have to dig. I dig down in a row of 3 blocks, so I can get far enough away to put my blocks down to put my ladder on. Start again in the middle. bit of an art form, knowing where to aim to dig. So you get used to it. Right. I think it's a good idea to start digging as soon as you've got any sort of base above, because if you're into mining on an underground basis, you're going to want to get your mining skill up as fast as possible. So the sooner you start, the sooner you'll be at a decent level. I can hear him up there, at least one, but he doesn't know I'm here. And this is a real, I mean, if you've never played before, you see how the arrow, the eye is very narrow in the middle of my screen. I'm undetected. Okay, that's good. If that opens up, I'm going to have to get out of this hole. Axes. Because they'll start smashing away into my base. This is a very good way to pass the night hours as well. Early on. Okay. Got a hatch up here now. You can't just put a hatch down over a hole like that because it will just fall through. You must have a ladder on one of the blocks underneath. And there goes my torch. Oh well, get another. Now we're in trouble because now we're on the dirt, on the stone. I cannot dig down through stone very easily at the moment. It's going to take forever with a stone axe. But an hour and a bit, I'll do something. Could do with the stones for arrows anyway. Tomorrow hopefully I'll get a forge up and running. I'll be close to doing it. As soon as I've got a forge I can make an iron pick and it will be much easier to... Hello. Now if I had any sense I wouldn't go out there at the moment because there's definitely one just outside. He might attract others. But you know what? It'll be a laugh, innit? It's not long till daylight, about an hour and a bit. Maybe it's a crawler. Oh yeah. See him. Too slow. Right, what I've done there, I've basically blocked my ladder. That's because I don't want that ladder there at all. I want it in between these crenellations, these blocks. When you're in the full 7-day horde mode and you're being attacked by a load of zombies, you want somewhere to hide behind because of the spitting cops. You want a heavy block in between you. I'm going to put these in now, in wood at least, and I'll upgrade them later. Eventually I'll aim for this whole thing to be reinforced steel or whatever it's called. Right. About time to go out. Let's get rid of this old ladder, which you put in the wrong place. And I think it'd be better to have a ladder on this side. Brass. Whenever you find brass, even if it's right at the start of the game, keep it and don't scrap it, because you use brass to make bullets, basically shells for bullets, and you need as much as you get, and if you scrap it you'll get less brass from it. Keep it like that, save them up. Mm. Okay, today we're going to need food, leather, water. I've got some water over there now though. But working towards building a forge. Oh yeah, calipers, incredibly rare. As soon as you find a pair, and I'm very early to find them very lucky to find them this early, keep them. That's what you need to make bullets. Don't lose them. In fact, I'll stick them in my tool belt, so I can't lose them if I die. Two pairs of calipers. Extremely unlikely. easier to go through the wall than through that door. With my current tools, anyway. Personally, I don't find a lot of use for sledgehammers, but like a free recipe. PC. Definitely PC. I am a mouse and keyboard lover. Actually, yeah. Really know what I meant. Stags are too fast to catch at the moment, but I'd rather have one. I left me shiv back at the base. Oh well, make another one. Tempted to get this stag, but he spotted me. No way I'll catch him, unless I use my alcohol and I'm sober. Hopefully he might bleed to death though. If you follow them long enough and you've hit them once or twice, they usually bleed to death. Could be dangerous. If I can find that stag. No, he got away from me. Oh well. All this stuff I've got is a bit too good, so I'm going to head back. Well, the calipers in particular. The meat's useful. Put my meat down here for now. Pardon me. See if we can get that stag. Yeah. Fellows. I'm going to first. 20. Definitely need more feathers as well. I haven't got any arrows left. When you're first starting, it's better to mine these little boulders and those big stones. It's easier to get stuff from them. Yeah, my number one priority is hides at the moment. This is clay, by the way, if you don't know what this is. This is very useful too, so but it's very common, so you don't need to worry about finding it. See the different colour in the soil. Dig it up with a shovel when you need it. It's everywhere. There's some over there, you can see it. Over the place. Of hides. More. Always go for the head. By the way, don't bother shooting them in the leg or anything like that. It's wasted time. And just learn the head movements. More clay. These stumps can be useful. Interesting things now. Right then. Let's see what we've got. Six more then, I should. The good thing about the Navezgane map, unlike a random map, there is a massive farm over here. It's stuff full of corn. So I ain't in any danger of starving, really. Look at all that lovely corn. Beware though, you see them red barns? Dogs. In random gen as well as Navezgane. There's dogs around there probably. I ain't going anywhere near it. Stag. Stag. Do you bleed? Come on, bleed. Chase them into a river, look. Slows them right down. Very handy. I'm going to have to deal with this dude first, though. Oh, here's another top tip. Do not try and escape zombies by going through water. The water will slow you down, but they don't slow down. They move faster than you in water. Stay out of the water when they're around. I do need now some tubes. I never bother eating these things. Alright. What do I look like right now? Check that out. Right, I'm going to need some pipes. Hopefully. Big. Every now and then, just stop and have a look around and make sure nothing's creeping up on you. I should really be carrying a wrench. Yeah, found plenty. And that's how I'm going to get the tubes I need. I also need a shovel to get some clay. I think I'm about ready to make my forge. Iron pipe, short iron pipe. Cars are good for them. Especially the wrecked, or slightly wrecked ones, but I'm going to need another one or two, so I'm going to get them from this one, hopefully. Now the one thing I haven't done in this, which I'd normally do on a random gen world, is find a bookshop. I was going to call it a library, but a bookshop, a cracker book they're called now. Because you want to learn as many recipes as fast as you can. Now I know there's a bookshop on this map, and I think it's, let's see, along this river, somewhere over here in this direction. But it's a long way, and I'm going to try and get by without it for a while at least. Right, stone, yellow. You need clay for lots of forging, so not just the initial amount to make the forge, but to actually make things in the forge you're going to need clay. Feel free to grab as much as you can sometimes. Those big rocks are awful for getting stone from. Where's our little boulders? There. Like I think I said earlier, early in the game when you need stone, hit these little ones, not the big ones. Again, because heat attracts screamers, I'm going to put my forge over here near my campfire. Convenience. Some iron and some clay into it, melt it in. Load of wood in. Turn it on. Oh, that's a good start. Forge for the end of day 2. I'm going to get some iron out of that. Iron bar. Going to make a pick for digging later at night. This other stuff. Good start. There you go. Right, I am going to take a break there. I might do another one of these later to show some other stuff, like how to raid Dyersville without getting killed, hopefully. Planting crops, that sort of thing. It's also a good thing to do near the start. There you go. Thank you for watching.